Welcome back to another episode of the Constructive Liberty Podcast. Today is June the 15th, 2022, and it is a Wednesday. Today, I'm going to talk to you about defining your success and how we view success and what real success should look like for you. So if that sounds like something that you would enjoy hearing, just keep on listening. You don't have to hit the play. You don't have to hit the pause or the skip or anything like that. Just keep on listening. But before we get into that, of course, I've got a quote of the day for you. And I may have used this one in the past, but it's been a while. It comes from none other than the Zig. And that'd be Zig Ziglar. For those of you who don't know, he said, "You can have anything you want in life if you'll just help enough other people get what they want first." Think about that for a second. You can have anything in life if you'll just help enough other people get what they want first. And what that means is not being afraid to give of yourself. It's an outward focus on life rather than an inward focus on life. If you're only living life focused on what you can get for yourself, you're not going to see the success that you want to see. But we're going to get into that in the main topic of today's show. First, I want to talk about what I've been up to since the last episode. The last solo episode. So I had an interview with Amy Dingman from A Farmish Kind of Life, and that dropped on Friday. If you have not heard that yet, you want to go back and listen to that one because Amy is super cool. She's got a lot of fantastic stuff going on. I don't know how she gets everything done. I think that I have my fingers in a lot of stuff and get a lot of stuff done. Amy blows me out of the water with everything she's doing and all the amazing content that she puts out on top of now just getting a full-time job. I don't know how it gets done, but go check out that episode. She's awesome. You'll love the interview, and you'll go follow her, listen to her podcast and all of that stuff, and you'll probably forget about me. So maybe just go listen to a few of her episodes and don't leave Constructive Liberty Podcast. I'm just saying. So since the last solo episode I did, I have attended a festival called the Self-Reliance Festival, and that takes place 3 times a year in Camden, Tennessee. It's a lot of really awesome people. They get together, talk about how to build more self-reliance, self-sustainability into your life. And often when we think of self-reliance and self-sustainability and all of those things, we picture ourselves on an island. We're going to go barricade ourselves inside our little compound and we're going to grow all our own food and we're going to, fight when somebody comes to take what we've got. But the focus of Self-Reliance Festival, interestingly enough, is not focused on self at all. It's focused on community. It's helping other people. It's reaching out. It's building strong community, creating friendships that can help you when times get tough, or even if they don't, as Jack Spirko says. There was a lot of really awesome speakers at this event, and I learned so much. But the biggest thing I learned is you don't have to do it on your own. You create community by just reaching out, by helping other people. Don't be afraid to give of yourself in order to, as Zig Ziglar said, to have everything you want. It's so incredible how when we're outward focused, everything that you want comes to you. But when you're only focused on you, when you're focused inside, it seems like it's so much harder for those things to come to you. And I just bumped the mic. Sorry about that if you heard that. So the next Self-Reliance Festival, if you're interested in something like that, it is a very big event. It is not a free event, but it's very affordable for a 2-day event. The next Self-Reliance Festival, I think, is the first weekend in October. But go to selfreliancefestival.com. Really awesome people there that put that on. That would be Nicole Sauce and John Willis. There's probably going to be a great list of speakers there this time. I don't know who all is going to be there in October, but you're going to want to go. You're going to meet 500 of people that are going to become your closest friends. You probably won't meet all of them. I didn't meet all of them. I actually ran the sound system for most of the time this past time, so I didn't get to meet a whole ton of people. But the ones that I did meet I reconnected with some old friends. I met some new friends, and I met some internet friends that I had known for quite a while. And so it was like coming together with family almost. People that you don't know, but you have a common interest already because you're there at this event centered around, I hate the term self-reliance because that's not even what it's about. The festival is called the Self-Reliance Festival, but it's not about self. It's about giving of yourself to others. It's about reaching out. It's about connecting. It's about creating community, creating a better world. And who doesn't want that? So, selfreliancefestival.com. Go check it out. Buy your next tickets. You definitely are going to have to do that. So, that's a 2-day event. It takes 4 days for me for that event because I have 1 day traveling over there. It's like 4 hours away. And it's really close to the place where I get the feed for our farm animals. And I took Friday and drove over there and got feed. And I ended up buying 57 bags of feed this round because we have pigs that eat a lot of food. And we need to feed these pigs so they don't starve and die. And then we have nothing to show for the money and time and effort that we've put into keeping these pigs fed and watered so far. Well, I started out with 57 bags of feed. And by the time I got home, I was a little disappointed to find I only had 41 bags of feed. Yeah. So apparently, while I was driving, my load shifted. It was not shrink wrapped very well, and I didn't have it in a box. It was just on a trailer, shrink wrapped, and then I had a tarp over it and strapped down. Well, apparently, driving through the hills and the curves in Tennessee and Kentucky, the load shifted at some point, and I did not see it in time. And along the way, I lost 16 bags of wheat that was going to be fermented and fed to our pigs and our chickens. 16 bags. That hurt. Like, hugely. I wanted to cry. 15 bags of wheat and a bag of corn. Gone. The wildlife somewhere along the roads in Tennessee are eating fantastic. Or somebody along the roads in Tennessee got 15 free bags of wheat. Not cool at all. That was a little disappointing. I mean, we still ended up with 41 bags of feed, most of that for our pigs, which, if you want pigs, if you want bacon, if you want pork chops, you can either buy a feeder pig from me. We're selling them at $200 a pop. You got to come pick it up. Or when the time comes, we'll probably have a pig butchering workshop where you can come join. If you're interested in that, you can reach out to me, Ken at Constructive Liberty, and say, hey, put my name down for the pig butchering workshop. That's going to be sometime in 2023 because these pigs take like 15 to 18 months to grow out, and they're only 3 months now, so it's going to be towards the end of 2023 if you're interested in coming to Shady Poplar Farm and having a pig butchering workshop. I'm going to try to get my cousin to come lead that because he's a pro at doing butchering pigs and creating panhas and making the bacon and the pork chops and all the things. So I'm going to try to get him to come in and lead that. We're going to have a grand old time. It's going to be a full day event, but that's still like a year and a half away. I did have a couple of people over the last week ask me about, speaking of events, ask me about the Team Catalyst event, which was going to be coming up in 2 weeks, but I had to postpone that because it is summertime and it's going to be an outdoor event, which means super hot. And being summertime and it being a teen event, so many families are vacationing, or they're off at some other camp, or they got weddings and they're traveling and all of the things. And so I postponed the event in order to be able to allow more people the opportunity to join in with us, because it's going to be a fantastic opportunity when we do schedule this again. I don't have a date yet. I'm thinking sometime in the fall, like around fall break. I don't know, is that like October or something? It's kind of what I have in mind. So if you are interested in coming to that, it's a father-son team camping event. If you remember from past when I've talked about it, just reach out to me again. The email is ken@Constructive Liberty and say, hey, I want to know when you're putting on the Team Catalyst event, the camping event. Put me on the list. I want to know more information about it and see if it can work out for father-son combo to come to that. So I've talked enough about that. I want to share an opportunity with you that I came across in the last couple of days. So I'm on quite a few email lists, and I get, people pitching, trying to sell stuff all the time, but I had something show up in my inbox that I think a lot of y'all are going to like. I know a lot of you that listen are also content creators or also like learning how to do more things. And this opportunity that showed up is it's a course stack, which is basically a lot of different course creators drop the prices majorly or made them free and put them all together in this bundle. So you're going to get a whole bundle of courses in this stack. And I'm just going to read through some of the things that you're going to be getting. It's unbelievable. If you like learning and growing and trying new things, or if there's something specific that you want to learn, odds are you'll find a course within this bundle that you can utilize. So I'm going to read through some of the lists of courses that are in here. First off, you have a course about lead generation. And for anybody that sells anything, lead generation is your biggest hurdle so often. Then you've got the 7-figure e-commerce business. I mean, who wouldn't like to make money from home? I do. I'm going to dive into that one, the e-commerce one. Then you have one called the most important part of every online business. It's about link redirection. Then you have a build your own course. Then this one here excites me a lot because I'm a podcaster, I'm podcasting right now and you're listening to me on a podcast. This is the Podcast Growth Playbook. And it's created by Nick Loper from Side Hustle Nation. Now, if you have never heard of Side Hustle Nation, you don't know who Nick Loper is, you gotta go check that out. Go sidehustlenation.com, I think it is, or just in your podcast app, search Side Hustle Nation. Nick is great. He does a lot of interviews on his show. It's fantastic. You got another one about creating the vision for your business. You got the Authority Brand Podcast Toolkit, the Content Gorilla 2.0, 10x the value and impact of your content, 8 unconventional ways to make money with your podcast, Joyful Productivity for Coaches and Creatives. And then this here is a fantastic one. You've heard me talk over and over again about Dan Miller and 48 Days to the Work You Love. Love his community. I've been a part of it, pretty well since I found out about it earlier this year. I joined the community. I've been diving into that. But he has a course or a masterclass, how to build a side business while working full-time. And it's a mini version of his 48 Days to the Work You Love book and course that he does, and the coaching that he has along with that. Dan's stuff is fantastic. If for nothing else, for this bundle, you should buy it just for this masterclass. Then you have a Design, Build, and Sell Your First Offer Bootcamp. Explode your SEO traffic with quality backlink building. How to use other people's money to grow your digital business. The 10-hour business course. SEO 101, which is search engine optimization 101. Pinterest quiz funnels. Tripwire in a day. Fabulous freebies. Turn readers into buyers. It's a whole workshop. Build a course or membership in a day and make money tomorrow. How to build confidence in work and life. How to use TikTok with or without showing your face to grow your online business. Email marketing essentials. Pricing for profits. How to raise prices without losing clients. Social media power course. Quick win workshop. How to set up a sales funnel in Thrivecart. Want more with email or want to earn more with email? This profitability calculator will help. Federal Green, which is a course on taking content that the federal government creates and using that to sell in your business. I'm kind of excited about that one because, hey, maybe I'll be getting a little bit of money back for my taxes, right? The freelance refresh, the nuts and bolts of Facebook ads, a complete boot camp. This is a 4-week boot camp. How Melody built a list of 11,000 subscribers in 18 months. How to earn while growing your business. 6 powerful PLR content bundles. If you don't know what PLR is, it stands for private label rights. And that is where somebody creates content and sells that to you to use as your own. It's kind of like, some people will go onto Fiverr and hire somebody to create content. What PLR is they've created that content in advance and they just sell that to you. It's basically the same thing. You take that content, you make it your own, you personalize it and use it for podcasts or ebooks or emails or whatever. So a lot of content creators can use these so they don't have to spend day after day after day after day after day writing hundreds of articles for their website. There's another PLR. There's 4 ways to grow your network with a podcast. Become a blogger in 2022. Flash sales in a flash. Virtual stage launch. Mini memberships masterclass. Build a sales page and get your program out in the world. From legalese to legal ease. Mini course. How to set up your business for tax and legal ease. How to build a community that will never leave, even when you pivot. LinkedIn for solopreneurs and non-corporate types. 4 weeks to better conversions. Let your biz be easy. Transform any business from hard to easy today. Selling coaching made easy. Video Boss Bundle. Easy breezy branding. The ultimate IG resource kit. Course in a box. 50 action steps to publish a book fast. 5 high-demand printable products to sell with Canva. YouTube marketing is a strategy of its own. A social bliss audience building blueprint. Plan like a brand. Prepare, produce, and position your brand for success. Wow. There's so many more in this bundle, and it's only $47. Like, mind blown. Like, you would have to pay thousands, tens of thousands of dollars on a normal case to get the value from this content that's in here. And are you going to use all of that? Are you going to sign up for every single one of those? Probably not. I mean, it would take years to get through all of that and to retain it. But you have access to these things for life. So I'm going to drop a link in the show notes where you can go sign up for this, to buy the bundle, where you can go buy the bundle. It is an affiliate link. I'll get a little bit of money from it. But even if I didn't, I would push this to you guys. I'd recommend it to you. If any of that stuff sounds like something you would be interested in, you need to go get it. I would highly recommend it. So just go at least look at the list of things that you'll have access to. Okay? Link will be in the show notes. And what does that have to do with the main topic of the show? Finding your success and how to define success for you. Well, so often when we are seeking success, there's so many things that trip us up, that hold us back. It's like when we're looking for that golden nugget. You go searching for gold, which is our success. And it's like, okay, I want to go find some gold. Well, what do I need to find gold? Well, first I got to have a place that actually has gold. And that might be like your website or, some online community. It's like, oh, okay, so I'll go join this online community. That's the place that has the gold. Then you think, well, what do I need to do to find the gold? Well, you're going to have to dig for it. And that requires a pick and a shovel and a bucket and a sluice box and a thing to, pan for gold or however you're searching. And there's so many different tools. There's so many different ways to build your business, to find your success. There's so many different tools that come up on your journey to that we often get overwhelmed. And this content or this course bundle that I'm pointing you towards is going to help you solve a lot of those problems. It's going to give you answers. Now, these aren't going to be completely in depth. You're not going to be an expert on all of these courses just by taking these little mini courses. People aren't selling you a complete $10,000 program that's going to, build you a business in a box for these little courses. But stacking all these together, you'll have a well-rounded view for what you need to do to create your success. And if it's not for you, if success for you doesn't include any of the things that I mentioned, no problem. No problem at all. Like, you don't need to buy something you don't need just for the hang of it. Like, don't buy it. Save the money. Invest it in something else that will help you grow. Your personal growth is the best investment you'll ever make. Okay, I'll say that again. Your own personal growth is the best investment you'll ever make. That's the best money you'll ever spend. Because it's something that can never be taken away from you. You can go buy a tool, a saw, a truck, a four-wheeler, a shovel, a lawnmower, whatever those things are, and you can use those to make money. But they can be taken away. They can break. They can be stolen or, break down. But the knowledge that you gain from learning, from investing in yourself, can never be taken away from you. As long as you continue to grow on it, as long as you continue to use it and grow, expand your mind, that can never be taken away. This bundle is only $47, and I know I've been pushing that a lot. For content creators, I would highly recommend it. Go at least check it out. Link in the show notes. So finding and creating your own version of success. At the Self-Reliance Festival this past weekend that I was at, there was a lot of people there. Most of the speakers there have accomplished far more than probably what I can even dream of. Like, these are people that have been in the game, in their own game, for a long, long time. Longer probably than I've been, at least in the workforce. Longer than I've been out of school. Some of these people have been either creating content or growing their business since I was a little bitty kid, long before I came out of school. And it's so easy for someone like me, or for someone who has just started out, to find what success looks like for them, to look at these people and think, they have arrived. They have achieved success. But I propose to you that achieving is not success. If you sit back and say, wow, I'm successful, you are not successful. You have achieved. And therefore, if you have achieved as in past tense, then you are beginning to go downhill. That's not continual success. Success is the continual realization of a worthy ideal. It's having a goal outside of yourself, bigger than yourself, and continually realizing that. Meaning you're taking steps towards creating that vision that you have, that vision and that goal that's outside of you, towards bringing that to reality. For me, that vision and that goal is helping other people. It's creating a successful coaching business, coaching, consulting, whatever you want to call it, training, I don't know, that helps young adults create their own business. I want every single young adult today to have their own, at least side hustle, but business. I want them to experience what it's like to create a product or a service and go out and offer that to somebody, to find the people that need that and offer that to them. We think of sales as sleazy, like, oh man, you talk about that used car salesman, and that is how we tend to view sales. But if you need something and the person that you're talking to has it to offer, don't you want to know about that? Don't you want to know, like if your roof is caving in and this roofer is afraid of sales, he's like, I see your roof is caving in, but I ain't going to say nothing about it because sales is sleazy. So I'm going to wait on you to ask me if I do roofing. And it's like, no, dude, I see your roof is caving in. Like, I could help you with that. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional roofer. I can help you with that. This is what it's going to take. If you don't get your roof fixed, your walls are going to rot out, your floor is going to start buckling and it's going to rot out. That part of your house is going to fall down. But if we go ahead and fix the roof, then you're not going to have those issues. We can mitigate the damage a lot by fixing your roof. Would you like me to give you a price on that? Give you a quote? Would you like me to help you out with that? That's not sleazy. And that is, if you have a product that creates value for others, if you have a service that's valuable to other people, you can pitch in a way that's not pitching. You can put yourself out there in a way that's like, hey, I see that you have this pain point. I see that, you're trying to create a sales funnel and it's not working. I can help you out with that marketing. I can help you out with the copy on that. That's what I do, is write sales copy. Would you like for me to take a look at that and help you, raise your conversion level? And I'm talking about a lot of things that I get into in, the marketing, the coaching side of it, the online business world. And so many of you probably have no interest in that. But these are things that people need. If you can provide a service, if you have knowledge of something, it is not bad or sleazy or dirty to offer that to other people that you see need it. So kind of went on a rabbit trail there. My vision outside of myself for my company is helping other people, especially young adults, create a business or side hustle to generate income, to give them an avenue to serve other people, doing work they love to do. See, we look at people who have achieved success, and the only way you achieve success is by serving others. Okay, that is true success, is serving others. Someone who is only focused on self, they're not going to achieve success. They're only focused inward, so they don't create the value and the impact that someone who focuses outward on how they can help other people. They're only focused on what they can get out of it. Now, while they might, while a lot of people's motives might be, I serve because that's what gives me the avenue to get what I want in life. Don't we all do that to some extent? I mean, the job that you have that you hate, you're only there because you get what you want in life, right? Because it gives you a paycheck to do the things that you want to do. That's the only reason you have that job that you hate. Why not create a valuable service or product that you can sell to people, providing them value and being compensated in return, giving you the things in life you want? And the interesting thing about that is it doesn't take nearly as much money to make you happy when you're doing work you love and providing value in that way. If I'm in a job that I absolutely hate, or if somebody comes and offers me some work that, like crawling under a house to fix something, and it's nasty under there, it's going to cost you a heck of a lot more money for me to do that than it would to do work I love to do. It's going to cost you a lot more money for me to do work for you that I hate doing than it would if you come and say, hey, Ken, I've got this problem with my phone or with my tablet or my computer or this piece of software. I can't figure out how to do X. Can you show me that? I'm like, sure, I can figure it out. I know technology. Like, I'm good with that stuff. Within a couple minutes, I can probably find a solution for you. And I'm not going to charge you anything because I enjoy doing that. But if I've got to go crawl under a nasty, dirty, muddy, slimy, moldy bottom side of a house, you better believe it, that's going to cost you. So where I'm going with that is, do work you love that creates value and impact for other people. Do that on a continual basis and utilize that to generate income that gives you other things in life that you want. See, that goes back to that Zig Ziglar quote. You can have anything in life you want if you just help enough other people get what they want first. So if you like building things, start letting people know that you build decks, or that you do remodels, or that you build outdoor kitchens, or water gardens, or raised beds, or whatever that might be, or furniture. Let people know that you do those things and sell them. Become a salesman. You are your own best salesman. Whether we like to think of ourselves as salesmen or not, you are a salesman. Your service, the things that you do, is the product. And you have to sell other people on that this is the best option. But it has to be the best option. You can't be out in it only for what's for you. You have to want to provide value and impact to other people. And as you continue to operate within that, as you continue to provide value for others with the services, with doing work you love, you are continually realizing a worthy ideal, serving others, and creating the life you want to live. That is success. So I know that probably went in a totally different direction than you were expecting. You were probably thinking, success is going to be when you've made your first million, and then you've made your next million, and then you've made 5 million, and then 10, and then 50, and then $1 billion. And that's not success. So many of those people, the wealthiest people in the world, are unhappy. And that makes them unsuccessful. Sure, they're successful at making millions and possibly even billions of dollars, but they're not successful at creating the life they want to live. They're miserable human beings. Therefore, how can they be successful? It's because they're focused inward. They're focused on self. You must be focused outward, on other people, on the value that you can provide to those people, on serving. You have to be focused on using your gifts, your talents, your God-given innate abilities, operating within your personality strengths, and serving other people with those tools that God gave you. That is how we truly glorify and honor God, by using the things He's given us to impact the lives of other people. And that is success. It's not an achievement. It's not a destination. It's a continual journey. If you've arrived, you're going backwards. You never arrive at success. You are successful. That successful implies action. It's a continual realization of a worthy ideal. Continual, constantly moving forward. Once you've reached the ideal that you started out on, by that point, the ideal's already been raised or moved. You've raised the bar. So you're continually realizing even more things, even bigger ideals, even bigger goals. The continual realization of a worthy ideal is success. You are successful. You are not a success, because then you have quit realizing a worthy ideal. You've quit that growth. So I hope that made sense to you. I hope that's given you some perspective into what is success, and that after listening to today's podcast, you don't look at other people and think, boy, they're successful. What do I have to do to get like they are? What I hope today's episode has done for you is cause you to stop and think, and to look inside yourself and say, self, what am I good at? What do I like doing? What do people come to me for help with? What am I known for? What do I want to be known for? What do I want the end of my life to look like? What do I want people to say about me when they're standing over my casket and looking at me at the end of my life? If you ask yourself those questions and you truly go deep on the answers, go 7 layers deep and keep asking yourself why. Remember, I'm the why guy. Just ask yourself why until you can't think of any deeper whys. That's what you need to chase. That's what you need to go after. You only have one life, so live it right. Do good work.